Hello folks, and welcome back to the site of the new critter farms and also lettuce fields. Waterweed, yum. It took a stupid amount of time actually to plant these with pips, but it has been done. The pips have been returned to the kitchen where they give out hugs freely, like this guy. Just waiting for someone to hug with his freakish Edward Scissorhands looking fingers. Right, anyways. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done here, though, because we need to build this drowner. We need to rebuild this incubator setup, and I need to wrap my head around that. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be in this form factor well, this kind of needs to be copied as it is. And part of me wishes I had to put it between these guys, like right in the bottom of here. But whatever, it is what it is. What are we gonna end up doing? I don't think I'm gonna have more than these two ranches for Drekos. I don't think we need them. We have 68 tons of plastic. We have still 509 units of reed fiber. We were up to 700 and change, but we basically stopped feeding them, right? The glossy Drekos are starving because the body temperature was bad in there for a little bit. It's just above 30 degrees. I have started a little bit of limited cooling through this area. But it's going to take a minute to take effect for them. So I started planting more. So let's just do that. So at least there's something for them to eat. The ones over here are fine. In fact, there's too much mealwood for one guy. Maybe we just go ahead and get rid of those. One thing I was looking at is we have about 300 tons of algae left, which is, I don't know, I mean, it sounds like a lot. It is a lot, but long term, feeding these guys, it may go faster than we think. Oh, it looks like we're low on water for these guys. That's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and... Oh yeah, because it's polluted water. It's been off-gassing, which is annoying. Why did I make this out of polluted water? Oh my gosh. I didn't do myself any favors there. That's fine. We'll put a deodorizer there. And all will be well, I hope. But yeah, I need someone to come in there so we can put in bottle emptier right there. And as soon as that's in, I'm going to mop up that and put water in its place. So at least it won't disappear. There we go. Yeah, I regret that entirely. In fact, I'm tempted to replace it now. What was I thinking? Who saw that one coming? Someone must have. Alright, well anyways. There we go, there's that. Liquids. Water. Not all liquids, hold on. Water. Enable auto bottle, please. And I did set up, down here, I set up a line of water, which of course is not finished because they can't reach it. To then be pumped back out. I know it seems a little counterintuitive, but if there's too much water, we want it pumped out. If there's too little water, we want it piped in so that there's something for the pitcher pump to access. So this is set to go above 100 kilograms. So there will be like 5,000 kilograms at a time available. 5,500 if we want to be exact. There we go. Get past the lag. Yeah, so when that's built, it'll be fine. Anyways, I need to make a decision. I think I'm going to reuse some of this area. What are you? Granite? Okay, background buildings. We don't need to access the other side of that. So we'll take out that wall. In this space, we shall put maybe the drowner. I mean, in theory, we could probably fit both of them if we just copy the design. What do we have? It's only 4 tiles across this thing, and it does just fine. This is only 2 tiles across. And we will have 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles at most. Now, I think we'll just put the drowner in here. We'll go from there. Regis doing some building because I'm allowing more dupes to do construction, which means that sometimes it just gets done really slowly. Okay, we'll put that in like so. Can we reach all that? Probably not. Probably not. In truth, we won't need it all. We definitely need a strip through here. And, you know what? If I deconstruct that, put a ladder down there. Probably don't even need a ladder. They might be able to reach it from up top. Alright, how deep is that thing? It is 4 deep, and then your mesh tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4 deep, and then the mesh tiles. We'll take out those 2 temporarily. I should put a collection point there. Kind of like I've done elsewhere. Where is even those? Yeah, like these. I didn't need to go over there to select it, but yeah, just to store the junk that has fallen on top of there. And then later on we'll have it all taken out all at once. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, how much we would need the exact same amount of space on top, and then we have to access it from the top. So 1, 2, 3 tiles plus the pneumatic door is something like that. Turns out I should have gone a little higher after all. And I want to keep that one. Yeah, we'll do that. Needs an auto sweeper on top, is that correct? It must be. It must be, but there's nothing saying we can't turn it on its side. Fit it in there. And that is to pick up the meat? No, it has to be right there. Oh, interesting. No little effects there. But we had a bar. Why don't you just... Yeah, it does weird things sometimes like that. Okay, so this tile can't be here. Either that or we make the whole thing 3 wide and ruin everything. Never mind. It's fine. I could punch this out. It's simply because usually when I set these up, for a little while they'll slop water over. And I just find it annoying. But if it collects down here, it's not the worst thing, I guess. There's Eeyore. Alright, so we need a critter sensor, critter drop-off. Will have to be there. Critter sensor can be pretty much anywhere in there. We can put a couple of ladders. You know what, why don't we use plastic ladders in this area? Why don't we? And in here. Because we are an affluent colony after all. Only the finest in plastic ladders. I could set this up for automation as well to... Yeah, I think all the meat that'll get picked up... No, there'll be meat from here. And then we can pick up the lettuce and we could add it to the same line. We can send it to the kitchen. The eggs need to be picked up from each one of these and shipped off to the incubator room, which I think we'll put down here. And we could kind of supercharge the egg production or the egg hatching a little bit by using more than 2. We could put 4 or 6 or whatever. Hatch all the Drecklet eggs, all the stone hatchling eggs. We're not actually hatching Drecklet eggs. Well, we are. We're just letting them hatch on their own. Drecklets and glossy Drecklets. Dreckos. But yeah, this is all, if you think about it, this is all scheduled to be demolished in the near future. Lag. This will be demolished. This will be demolished. This will be demolished. These will be demolished. And then the base is almost clear. I should probably move this facility as well. Oh yeah, another thing which is actually maybe more urgent than not. It's very still over here. It's very quiet because we don't have all the pumps and all the electrolyzers running. We ran out of water in this stuff. And there is water here. But the problem with it is it's super hot and we are not, we're not cooling it. Because we turned off the main cooling loop for the base, which included that, the water cooling. So that's a problem. I mean, it's not a big problem because we have tons of oxygen. We could not produce oxygen for a long time and be perfectly fine. But, you know, we're missing out on some of the power production that came from them and all that stuff. So we'll have to do that in the near future. All right, well, what problem to tackle first? Well, we're still doing this. This was the whole plastic ladder thing. I can put a couple plastic ladders in there. We'll need one at least. And the sweeper will need to go here. We're just waiting for people to do it, really. Come on, my friendly dupes. Well, we can start to plan out what will be the hatchery. So the idea here is that we have a little drowner. Yeah, there's like 53 stone hatchling, 5 hatchling eggs. Yeah, the meat gets picked up. So we're gonna need a little pool of water. Like, we just carry on with this. We build this down. Very tempted to make a just a weird little mirrored version of this. I'm having thoughts. So where am I? Here we go. No, that doesn't quite work. Unless it does. We don't need tons of water in there, do we? No. Just a tile. But there's kind of a method here that I'm thinking about, which is we have a bank of dudes. I'm gonna need these built before I can even explore this idea, I guess. That's a problem, if that's not connected through there. Yeah, let's get this done. Okay, I think this will probably either prove or disprove my theory. If we can, yeah, shadow that left-hand side opening, like so. And vice versa. That means that we can control eggs as they come in here, so we could move like Recco eggs into one side, we can move hatch eggs into the other side. We can then have, what are they, incubators, arrays. Won't reach that far, so we can have 2 of them or more. Three of them, I suppose. On either side. And the only reason to do this is to kind of supercharge our, or what? Supercharge our meat production. Not that we really need it. But if we look at this, we have surf and turf of 55,000. We have more cooked seafood than we have meat at this very moment. However, we're adding an extra ranch on top of what we were producing before. These aren't producing meat right now because they're just being filled up with dudes. New printable. Let's have a look at that. A Drecklet. Yes, we'll take you. Okay, Drecklet, we're gonna move you down to the ranch. Don't you worry, little fella. Let me change that to priority 9. Go back to it, and we will wrangle it for priority 9. Yeah, another thing that happened between episodes that I should probably talk about is we had a hot asteroid come in and dropped some hot stuff on top, and it overheated the solar panel because you can see here there's some regolith sitting on top, and I told them not to repair it because this is going to be a problem going forward. These ones didn't seem to get affected in the same way, and I'm not 100% sure why. It might have been that there just wasn't any asteroid, or not enough anyways, on it that mattered. But we're going to need sweepers to clean these things off. So that's going to be a slight, not redesign, like this guy will probably just have to move down to the same level as those. And it's fine. I mean, it's just, right now we have done, I think, not as much telescoping as we can do, but we've done some, and we're at a point where we can build a rocket to go look at stuff. That might actually be the farthest range we have on that telescope. Yeah, area complete. So like, great. It's what? We're done? I don't understand what we need to do after that. But we will have to make a rocket before too long. Oh wait. What was that? Meteor blaster. Oh, fires blast shot shells at meteor showers to defend the colony from impact related damage. Range 16 tiles horizontally, 32 tiles vertically. Oh, cool. It's big. It's real big. But it covers a decent area. So I do wonder if that is maybe more worth our while. There's another thing I considered, which is creating like sheltered areas. Say even we went for 5, and we would have miners even underneath, and then sweepers also protected somehow. I guess the miners take up some space, huh? I think that would probably shelter them, but I'm not 100% sure. I like the idea of being protected by the bunker doors, but I could be just cramming stuff together too much. I don't know. If you have thoughts about that, let me know. I think I'm going to move on, though, and get back to this. Yeah. This is kind of an experimental thing that I'm doing right here. And we're going to need to be able to access these things. You know, I'm looking at this space right here, and it's perfect for the drowner. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take this out, pretend it never happened. We're going to put the drowner over here. Double drowner. No, that's unnecessary. But there's nothing saying I really have to build this right off of there. I could take it and shift it over a little bit, and then have the ladder come down. Let's see, 3 tiles. So 1, 2, 1, space of 2. That would be where the ladder came down. Not the worst idea. 1, 2, 3. Let's fit it all in nicely, and I'll feel better about it in the future. I'm sure I will sleep better at night. I'm not sure about that at all, actually. To the point where I'm like, I like the ladder coming down in the middle. I really do. This is gonna torture me. I think I'm gonna keep things central. Yeah, I can't see a reason. I'm curious though. Could I, in theory, fit another one there? Wow, those guys were like synchronized. That was great. It depends on what tile they pick up from. Because it's going to be one tile or the other. This space just becomes a void, which bothers me. But I think it would bother me more to not have the ladder come down the center. Which reminds me, now we would need a critter pickup. Right in the middle. I don't know, maybe I'm going too far with the whole symmetry thing on this. And I may end up just redoing it in the future. Oh, these are growing now. Okay, that's good. We'll let that continue. They'll eat as necessary. Let's replant. Maybe actually just one. There we go. So, would that reach? No, it wouldn't. Okay. Problem answered. Could I, though? I could move it up one. Just worth, you know, when we're building a design like this, it's worth exploring. All the possibilities to make the most use of the space and the machines at hand. So that would do that. How bizarre, how bizarre. But I don't know if that will actually service that incubator. There's really only one way to find out. And that's build it. Then actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. It's unnecessary. We just don't need to do it. Yeah. I'm really caught up on this because I'm just keep having ideas. Like, for instance, if I moved this over here, I might be able to put another incubator here. I think I would. It's the kind of thing I would normally play with off camera and come up with a design that works. So I think I will leave that as it sits right now. And there's something we can do to make these things work now, which is to put in what? Isn't that typical? I'm gonna need 2 of these in here, which is a real shame. Oh well, it's fine because the loader's gonna fit right between on its side like that, and it's gonna look beautiful. And of course they don't. I mean, if I built them all the same, it'll look beautiful. I was gonna say something. It's totally left my mind. This is the state of my brain today. I apologize. We'll do that. There, and everything becomes part of the one. Conveyor rail. We can make it out of copper, that's fine. And this is going to be eggs. Now, for now, don't want the eggs going crazy in here. Or do I? Or do I? This is designed how it is to get eggs as well. So this would carry into that line as well. And it's either we build this room, which I'm not quite ready to do. Obviously, we've determined that because my brain is like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to change it, actually. Let me do that. All right, we have this new design, which happens to fit very nicely in. I've had to blow out the bottom here. I did a test run here, and I also did a little test, which I probably should have shown on screen, but I didn't. But I wanted to make sure which side of the incubator accepted the eggs, and it is the left side lower where, you know, you have this little egg-shaped circle, roundel, if you want to call it that. So in theory, these 2 incubators up here should be able to be accessed by that corner. And in fact, all of these will be accessed in the same way, including here, the chute where those eggs will drop off. And this will allow us to effectively supercharge our meat production in a way that is probably just simply ridiculous. But I do have thoughts of making sure we produce more than enough food for a few more dupes, actually, and to be able to provide dehydrated meals to other bases, because that's something we'll want to do in the future, is use something like, is this? Yeah, the teleporter input to send meals off to other asteroids, like 𝘊𝘰𝘰𝘳𝘭𝘥, and be able to feed some dupes that are over here. And I haven't completely forgotten about this stuff, but I really dislike having to split my time between asteroids. It's unfortunate because I love the fact that spaced out is a thing. It's just I'm not very good at splitting my attention that way. So anyways, we have this kind of semi-janky setup. This will be over there for the bottom here, but that's fine. We'll put water into those bottom into those areas so that when eggs hatch in them, they'll be drowned, but otherwise eggs will automatically be distributed to these things. And we're going to put the drowner over here. That just seems to be the place for it. I had thought about trying to squeeze it in here, and I think it would have been doable and only using like half of this. So if you can imagine, this guy would have been here, the wall of half as many incubators would have been here, and then we could use that space. And you know, there's a part of me that likes that idea because it would be more compact. We don't need this many incubators. We're going to be producing meat just in insane quantities, but it's okay. We don't have to, it's not like we're feeding the stuff that comes through here. It's just going to cost a little bit of power through a little bit of the day, and that's it. So yeah, we'll build it as it is. We'll do half of it for Drekos and half of it for hatches, and never the twain shall meet. I guess. Is that the way that saying goes? I think it is. So, and we're just kind of setting things up all nice and pretty through here, where they kind of match each other, and then you will go there. No, you will go farther out. Gosh, can I please? Can I even? Brain. Put them through there. And this one needs to be moved down one, because it's in the wrong spot. That's from when I built a concept and I realized I had to drop it down one in order to fit that top row. So it's, you know, our structure is a little wanky. That's not the right word. Wonky. And it actually pains me to look at this. You see, this is where this wall ends. It's one off, it's one inset from there, and this other end is one outset from there. So if I had to just started this wall right there and built this whole thing, it would have been so perfect in width, but it wasn't meant to be, I guess. We're going to have to live with a little bit of wonkiness, because rebuilding it for the sake of one tile, no, not happening. It's like the printing pot. You know, we just rebuilt it one to the left rather than moving the whole base around it. And I'm fine with that. So there we are. That's going to be the incubator thing. All of the eggs that, all the eggs from all the critters will get swept away, thrown into incubators at various points, and then from there they will be picked up, because we have this here that says pick them up. And they'll get dropped off at the drowner if they aren't needed in a ranch to keep the population up. So one benefit is we'll be able to supercharge filling up our Dreco enclosure here and filling up all of these hatch ranches. Yeah, anyways, I'll finish that up. And actually, is there any more automation that needs to happen right now? I mean, we could finish this up. And, I just realized we're going to have to split these lines. So, because one of these things is not like the other. One of these just doesn't belong. I think we'll do that, and we'll take out that line, cancel that one. So, Drekos to this side, hatches to this side. And that'll be great. Yeah, all the eggs, the excess eggs, will live in the bottom in the water that will be in over these chutes. And that means that if they happen to hatch, they'll just drown there. We'll have to consider that the meat will have to be picked up. So we're gonna need conveyor loaders. And in fact, I want them vertical above that. So you're going to go there. The meat will go off to the kitchen, and I am considering making a kitchen maybe over here or just in some free space that our cooks will travel to. And then as the meals are made, they'll just get auto shipped off to a refrigerator's area, I guess, near the Great Hall. Haven't really determined how that looks yet. But I actually think that having the kitchen Having just a kitchen area inside the main base will be fine as it is right now. We have, as it is, most of our meat and fish, well, pretty much all of it, is getting automatically moved anyways. We have remarkably little in there. We still got lots of food. A lot of it's grub fruit preserve right now, though. So I wonder if we're falling behind on surf and turf. It does look like it. And that could just be the long process of having pared down so many of our hatches. We've got 2 hatches hiding back there. And this started recently after we put in these critter drop-offs. We didn't have this problem before. So one of them should get dropped here. The other one should get dropped in the drowner. Oh, there's another one in there too. Some behavior changed with the update. That is frustrating. I think it's just the critter drop-offs need to be moved away from... There's a baby in there too. Yeah, they need to be moved away from the door, I think. It's not working out properly. Pick them up. Take to drowner. Okay, you dropped that one. That was okay. But he's still in there. Yeah, something's going really wrong. No, we can't even do that one. We're gonna have to swap like the feeder. Because we need the height, and the critter sensor, I think, is in the way. That's annoying. I'll fix it at another time. Anyways, we're out of time right now for the episode. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. We got there. You know, I got to a design in the end. It's a big end game bank of meat producers, egg hatchers. It's going to be great, I hope, and not just a drain on our resources. All right, have a great rest of your day, folks. Thanks again for all the support recently. It's just been fantastic. We've had so many subs this month. It is mind-blowing. And of course, we've already cracked 1100, where it was just a few days ago I was saying thank you for 1000. So yeah, I love it. It's fantastic. It's keeping me motivated, and I hope I continue to do you all proud, I guess. At least be entertaining, which is kind of the point, right? All right. Have a great rest of your day. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.